Mount Josh's Comics, DC news of the week. But first, YouSellComics.com, your new multi-vendor marketplace. You Sell Comics offers a site exclusively for buying and selling of all things comics. Slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Sell for as low as 5% commission or 0 commission monthly tiers. Run your own auctions, unlimited bin listings. YouSellComics.com. Buy, collect, sell. Okay, Aquaman is coming to digital sooner than we expected. Although,
Jesus,
I mean, we did own. I think I owned up to it last week that I was wrong about Aquaman bombing and not making any money. It has made money.
Yes,
I think at last count. Office. I think
it's at 5, right? It made 5.
No, I think it's close to 400 million. 378. So 378 million. Because I think it just opened in Japan this past weekend. So it gave it a bump again. So 110 domestic.
Had to take all the gay butt stuff out, right?
Did they? Huh?
I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking.
What does that have to do with Japan?
Because they don't like homosexual stuff
in Japan.
Yeah,
I thought that was China.
I thought it was all of Asia for the most part. That's why they have such a hard time.
I don't know. Japan has some pretty interesting stuff for. I mean, it's the home of hentai, right? So.
Yes, I'll have to check that. I'm actually kind of curious. Yeah, maybe it's just China.
Yeah. So, despite it making 375, well, it's 378 now. It's coming to digital next week. Is that really next week?
Wow. Well, I mean, that would be
next Tuesday. It comes out Tuesday.
That'd be 45 days.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So they kept to the okay.
Yeah.
The Marvels arrived on digital today, which was Tuesday. This past Tuesday, giving those who skipped it in theaters the chance to watch at home. Next up was Aquaman. Warner Brothers Discovery is cutting its losses. I don't know. Well, I guess it depends on how much it costs for the reshoots, but it probably came close to breaking even if it gets to 400 million. Well, actually, I wonder if the office has the numbers, has the budget. So it says the production budget was 205. Yeah, so it could usually you have to double your money to break even. So
it's gonna be close.
Yeah,
it's gonna be close. I don't think they're gonna be sending a bill to Jason Momoa.
He'll get a royalty check for $2. That's how close it was.
Here is your Canadian toonie.
Yeah. There's currently no word on special features or deleted scenes, and we'll be sure to share those with you once they're announced. The fourth DCU title and final movie to call that shared world home before DC Studios reboot underwent major changes both during reshoots and in the editing room, despite an eventual global gross of 400+ million looking likely. James Gunn and Peter Safran aren't thought to have any plans for the King of Atlantis. Well, eventually they will. They have to bring Aquaman in at some point. I mean, you start with Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, and then they already announced plans for Green Lanterns. But you got to bring Aquaman in, the Flash in again at some point, right?
I would say that if you want to be real about it, I don't think we're going to see the Flash or Aquaman for
at least 4 or 5 movies in.
Easily that, and I'm thinking they're going to, like, no matter what anybody says, like Brave and the Bold is going to be delayed. Like I think it's going to get pushed at least almost 2 years. And I think they're going to use the end of that movie to at least go into another character. Oh my God, I'm flying all over the place here.
Well, I would imagine they don't want to release the Batman 2 and Batman the Brave and the Bold close to each other.
No.
To confuse audiences even more. And Joker 2. Like, I think they would want to keep Brave and the Bold as far away as possible from those 2 movies coming out. I know Joker 2 is, I think, done and in post-production. Batman 2 hasn't started production yet. I think they're still working on the Penguin series, so.
Yeah, no, they have. They said that. I don't think production started on the Batman, but the Batman Part 2, because of the schedules and everything being so askew, I feel like everything's going to be ready to go before filming. and they're just gonna have it in the pipe. Like they're just gonna have to scatter like the shooting schedules to be able to do it, and then I don't know how they're gonna release it. Like that's something else they're gonna have to worry about because let's be real, like a normal audience goer, if they saw the Batman Part 2,
Yeah.
and then the Batman, the Brave and the Bold, 2 months later,
Yeah, or
after
6
it
months.
came
Even
out,
in the
whatever,
same year, I would say it's
within the
not a
same
good
year.
idea. Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of Batman and Superman and more DC copyrights, all those are going to end soon. We know that
Oh, right.
the Disney Mickey version, the original version of Mickey, its copyright ended at the end of 2023. So you've already seen there's a trailer for a Mickey Mouse horror movie.
Yes.
That came out, which I wonder how long it's been done because they came out with that trailer pretty quick. There was a
They had their
Winnie
timing
the Pooh horror last year, which I think is getting a sequel.
How I want to know how, because apparently it was like a stinker.
People love really, so there is a market for really bad horror movies.
I know there always has been.
I have a friend at the comic shop who loves really bad horror movies.
Yeah,
he was
100%, and they're fun to watch.
I don't know
like
that.
you know what I mean. Really, I think you know what I mean. Like I think if you're in the mood for it, so it's a fun night of hilarity, but at the same time, you have to appreciate. I feel like a lot of those people appreciate the classics, right? And
like Chopping Mall. This is what we were talking about. We were talking about, I think, headshots of movies or something, or the graphic.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, have you ever seen that headshot from Chopping Mall? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like the best one ever. So I had to look it up on YouTube, and it's just this bad mall robot. Pew.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
So
God.
Batman, Superman may be coming to its own horror movies, I guess. In recent years, we've seen copyrights for iconic Disney characters like Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse precursor, Steamboat Willie, enter public domain. Thus far, that's really led to low-budget horror projects with mainstream studios all too aware of how unwise it would be to clash with the House of Mouse. Variety reports that DC Comics character Superman and Lois will enter public domain in This is like 10 years away still. 2034. Batman will fall in 2035. The Joker in 2036, and then Wonder Woman in 2037. The clock is ticking. So what is that? What does that? I feel like these are getting worse and worse for spelling. So what does that mean for these iconic heroes and villains? The trade explains we could see a flood of unauthorized Batman comics, for example, arrive in stores. Movie producers will also be able to put their own spin on these heroes, similar to how we see endless iterations of Dracula and Robin Hood on screen. Oh, I never even thought of that. That's interesting. Initially, however, they'll only be able to make use of certain characteristics. When Superman debuted, he could only leap tall buildings in a single bound and unable to fly. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't think that the copyright went that far. Like, the one expiring is Superman who can only jump really high. The Superman who can fly is... What's up, Roswell?
Jesus.
I didn't know that the Superman who could fly, or explained that he gets his power from the sun, etc. That version of Superman is copyrighted that much longer. I thought it was just Clark Kent Superman. We can do whatever we want with them.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
It's all very different.
But yeah, we've gotten some really good iterations of Dracula since that went out of copyright.
Mm-hmm.
There's one from the BBC by Stephen Moffat 2 years ago that was really good. I'm trying to think of a good Robin Hood one. Robin Hood Men in Tights. It certainly wasn't Prince of Thieves, that Kevin Costner movie. Has there been a good... I don't really remember the Russell Crowe one. Was that good?
I don't remember it, but one of my favorite new theme musicians, Alan Doyle, was in the movie because they're best buddies. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are they in a band together?
They were in a band together. Yes, they played music together. Just so wacky.
With the guy from
Great Big Sea.
What?
Great Big Sea?
No, Alan Doyle's from Creepy Sea, but there's another actor in it too. That's he was the driver in he drove the starship and what's that? Oh God, what's that comedy sci-fi show with the guy from Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch the show. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I feel like his name's Scott something.
What the hell was that Robin Hood movie called with
Scott Grimes? He's in it. He's in it with Scott Grimes. It was Russell Crowe, Alan Doyle, and Scott Grimes.
Okay.
Which is a weird combination, but yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
So could we see a Superman just jumping over buildings, landing on people, killing them in 2034?
I mean, possibly. One of the guys from Succession was in that movie too, the Robin Hood movie.
Jeremy Strong?
No, Matthew McFadden.
Oh yeah. Oh weird.
Crazy.
Does that have a good rating? Are you on IMDb?
7 out of 10.
Oh, maybe I should watch it again.
Might be passable.
Yeah, we haven't. I don't think we've had one since then. At least in the mainstream. I know there's a UK series called Robin Hood. I don't know if it was good or not. Television show, I think by BBC, but
I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a number of iterations of Dracula in some form. You know.
Yep. Jesus Rolls.
So could we? I don't know that we could do the same thing with Batman, Superman. Like, would other companies be willing? Would they dare do that against Warner Brothers?
I don't.
Like the creator of Dracula was Bram Stoker. He's been dead a long time. His estate, you get like, it's an estate you'd be fighting against or licensing from. It wouldn't be. Same with Robin Hood. I mean,
yeah,
but like a well-known character owned by a huge corporation. Would you? I mean, I guess people are doing it with Winnie the Pooh and Steamboat Willie. Although I did read an article that Disney had been copywriting Steamboat Willie stuff after the fact,
yeah,
on YouTube. Of people
they're really pushing
so,
they're really.
I mean, they're gonna lose it. I guess I would expect that they lose those copyright strikes, but yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
I'm not
Let us know what iteration of Superman and Batman you'd like to see in the ether of. We could do whatever we wanted and make like a horror story or a comedy or, whatever.
Honestly, a super scary, like, I don't even know, dude. Like a horror movie where Batman is like stalking a group of like
teenagers.
Yeah, like not even teenagers, like young adult criminals or something. You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, like the prison, like there was an explosion at the prison, everyone escaped, but there's these like 4 like mediocre like criminals, you know what I mean? And like they're super worried, but they don't want to use guns, just like Batman did because they didn't use guns, you know what I mean? It's like a whole like thing or whatever, and then they see the other criminals like trying to use guns, but then getting absolutely wrecked by Batman, and like this is what they got to worry about. I don't know. Could be scary. I don't know. There's so many things, dude. I mean, we got Brightburn. So we pretty much know what a bad Superman might look like.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish they would have explored that universe. That would have been fun. Imagine that movie was better written. Oh,
you know what? They should do it. They should do a gay rom-com. Batman and Superman. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Never ever would WB do that. But
they're only use their powers in social situations.
Yeah, someone would.
Oh shit, man!
You get Dan Levy to write it.
Did you see that he was offered a movie? Oh my god, a role in the Barbie movie?
Yeah, he had to turn it down.
He turned it down. Yeah.
Sucks. Okay, so that's DC news of the week. Let us know what you think, I guess.
Yeah.